Please, hello. So our topic today is how to slim down on the lower part of the body. Yes, what to do with our lower part. Often we train. Yes, but here this part just doesn't go away. So my name is Kristina Bagrova. The channel name is Kristina Health. Yes, so that's what we are talking about here. We are talking about health, and the weight loss is then the result of all those systems connected. Yes, so okay, of course, it's very individual. First of all, it's so individual, and there are so many little points what to do to slim down on the lower part of your body. But today I will just talk about some general things. Let's, take three things what you can think about. But like I said, it's general. Yes, it's general because it's very individual, and there can be many things which impact your particular case. Yes, so if you would like to go deeper in that, there is a link. You can take a private session, yes, private consultation, and we can discuss that. Otherwise, let's start with the three things. So first of all, again, if we look at the bigger picture, then it can be that your food portions are too small. So I think I have some videos about my diet, about how I eat. I even show you the size of the portion. So my portions are actually quite big. When the food is healthy, you can eat and you should eat quite big portions. It's not about, oh yes, because I will be eating only salads, so I need a lot of, calories or like energy, and I need to eat a lot of salad. But no, it's just naturally like that. It's just naturally like that. Yeah, yes, there will be salad, and you might need to eat more of it. So it's also about not properly balancing your meals. Sometimes we think that in order to slim down, and by the way, we cannot, I was thinking about the today's life, and I was laughing because you cannot do cardio, for example, only for your arms. You cannot do cardio only for your arms or only for the hips. So when you will do cardio to lose weight, then of course it will be for your whole body, and that's when your hips will slim down as well. And if we are talking about the weight training, yes, you can train just arms. We sometimes see those men who have very big upper body and slim legs, because they are just training arms. But also how I was talking about in the previous life, I was talking about my situation when I was also lifting heavy weights, lifting, and I was only becoming wider. I was not slimming down, I was becoming wider because the muscle was growing, but the fat on top didn't go away. It was still there, and I didn't understand, like what is going on. So that we will talk about as well. So about the portions here, also the reason why this can happen is that when our portions are too small or not balanced, we think that we should eat low calorie, low fat, or like all those protein bars, more protein, more this fake food we think is healthy, or vegan, I don't know, frozen hamburger. We think if it's written that it's vegan, then it's healthy. It's not, it's not. That's also a bit of marketing here, which maybe the producer, he wants that you buy that food, and he just, yeah, he writes vegan because there's no meat, but it doesn't mean that it will be 100% healthy. Yeah. So when we eat like that, when we don't know, when we don't understand how to balance your meals properly, or the portions are too small, so the body will actually keep the weight. Okay, yeah, I can see some comments. Sorry, but here we are talking about weight loss. I don't know if I can block. Yeah, I can block some users, right? Okay, I deleted, and can I? Yeah, I can block this user because it's really annoying. I'm talking about some amazing things and people are just distracting me and writing about something else, whatever. It's blocked now. Okay, so the portions are too small, and the body, it the body, so the body, in the brain, yes, you create this thinking that the body will not get enough nutrition. Body must keep everything it gets, because you get not much, you get very little portions, very little nutrition, very little nutrition. The body will keep everything. And then the next point is the stress. And that's how you also create stress for your body. When you don't eat enough, you create this survival mode as well. The body is in survival mode. It is a little bit stressed all the time, and it will keep everything it gets. That's why also, I always give this example. So if you want to grow muscle, it hurts. You are using weights, they are heavy. It hurts. The next day it hurts. But through that kind of painful thing, bad thing, you grow the muscle. So here, when you are constantly starving yourself, or just you don't know, yes, you don't know. I was that person. I was eating everything low calorie, low fat, and I just didn't understand, I didn't understand, why do I have those cravings after? Why is my body, why I cannot control my body? Why I just become like a zombie at some point, and I go and eat all the chocolate, So sometimes we just don't understand what's going on. And yeah, so in those situations, your body is in this survival mode, and the, let's say, reptile part of the brain, it overwrites your logic or willpower. And then you kind of don't control yourself anymore. You just go after the fastest calories. That's when, I will remind a little bit, yes, that's when you don't give your body enough of good nutrition. Normal fat, normal good fat, like avocado is fats, oil, olive oil is fat, but it's a good fat, it's healthy fat, it's beneficial for your body, and you should consume that. And what happens when we are starving our body, and then in one day, your maybe nutritionist says that, okay, you should start to eat healthy. You start to eat healthy, and then what happens is that you start to gain weight, and you don't understand what the hell, like, what, I am eating healthy. She told me to eat like this, and what happens is that I'm gaining weight. What the hell, that's not my purpose, and she's completely wrong or something. But this is the compensation period. This is the normal period when your body is saying, oh my God, food is entering, we have to accumulate. You remember, when you don't give the body, and now you started to give more, the body is still in that mode. You are accumulating until your brain realizes, registers that, oh, okay, second week is going, I'm receiving the nutrition, I'm receiving, it's fine. I can trust her. I can trust her that she will give me the nutrition I need, you know. Okay, again, let's see. So again, I'm gonna block some users. If you have any questions concerning nutrition, if you have any questions concerning nutrition and weight loss, please don't hesitate to ask and write. Please do not distract you know, the live with okay, whatever. So and that's how I connect this case when this compensation period, you know, this compensation period when you start to give to your body normal nutrition, and it goes through this transition period, through this transition period when it's just worse, kind of. That's where I connect this example with the, you know, if you want to gain muscle, you go through pain a little bit, you go through pain. In general, I think everything in life can be explained like that. If you want to change, the transformation is the difficult part. But once you are at the point B, you are that person now, and it's easy for you again, you know. When you're in the point A, you have to go through the transformation in order to get to the point B. That's the difficult part. That's the most difficult part. But once you're there, this becomes your new normal, and then it's easy again. Yeah. So we spoke about the portions, about the food. Yes, how it's important that the food is balanced. The food is balanced, that you remove all these fake foods, any processed food, even if it's written it's vegan, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that it's healthy. My rule is that when you take a product, if it's one product, like a potato, it's very good, then you can eat it. I don't mean that, oh, so you should eat just each product separately. No, not in this how to say, meaning. I mean that one product, one ingredient, a potato, a cucumber, you know, it's one ingredient. Then you can mix them together, yeah? But if you take a package, it's written vegan, you turn it and there are many ingredients and additives, then we remove that product. And then, yeah, so all the low fat, everything, that's not natural, yes? Oh, okay, we have some comments. In a health, skipping lunch, huh? And any non-vegan can stop having milk. Okay, so milk. Well, normally milk will hinder your weight loss a little bit. I mean, it's okay, but the research shows that if you are in the process of losing weight, then milk products, better to remove them. Eggs are okay. There's no problem with eggs. Just the rule is one animal product per day. Also depends on how you prepare the eggs. The best preparation methods will be boiling or steaming. I hope that helps. This is exactly the answer to your question. And I wouldn't suggest to skip any meals. When you start to eat good portion, three times per day without snacking because of the insulin. So when you're snacking, there is the whole process, the whole system. It's better not to snack. It's better to eat 3 normal, good, nutritious meals. Don't skip. Like I was just saying, if you are trying not to give to your body something, your brain, your your reptile brain, it will overwrite your willpower or your logic at some point, and it will get what it needs. It will go straight to the fast calories. And if you skip, if you don't give to your body, it will keep what it can. You understand? It will keep. We don't talk about now, let's see, anorexia. It's more like to the addiction. You can get addicted to, it's more complex, it's more like psychiatry. Yes, so there, it's addiction, it's more deep, let's say. But when just a normal person, yes, not sick, not ill, tries to skip meals, tries to give its body as least as possible, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. The result will be, you will just keep the weight, the body will keep the weight, it will not get nutrition which it needs, and you will just have cravings, and in any case you will just go and eat chocolate after. Okay, my belly, but then how to reduce it? Okay, so you started running for 2 weeks. It's just 2 weeks. You have to understand that healthy lifestyle is for life. It's not for 2 weeks. You just have to trust the process. And again, when I gave the example about point A, point B, who are you in the point A? Who are you in the point A? Are you a person who does sports every day? Is it your lifestyle? Is it your identity? So you have to become that person. So you want to lose belly. So a person who doesn't have big belly, what do you think that person does in life? How do you think that person lives? Do you think that that person does sports once per month? Or do you think, well, of course, there can be, there can be people who just, like even me, I did diets, I did those diets, I did those starving, juice cleansing, and I would be swollen, I would have a lot of pimples, I would be thin for 1 week, and then would regain double weight in 2 weeks, and be all swollen. But if we want to just be slim and nice and healthy and happy for life, what should that person do? What do you think, to have that? Are you that person? So first there is the feeling, then there are the actions, and then there is the result. The results in the physical world, normally they come a bit later. First, in your mind, you have to become that person. Then you do the actions according to that person, what that person would do, and you will 100%, 110% will get the result. Okay, so why, so also, about milk products. In milk products, we have actually lactose, which is sugar, which is milk sugar. Lactose is sugar. And we think that, milk is good, or like you wrote, you are drinking 1.5 liters every day, because we think, okay, I will not eat sugar, I will not eat lunch, but milk is fine, right? No, there is sugar. That's why you crave to drink it, because your body doesn't get proper nutrition and it needs fast calories now. So you're drinking milk. For the ratio of BMI, I have to count. I don't know now, 71, 176. Also, it's not always about the healthy ratio, because sometimes we can look slim, but we might have health problems, you know. Also, like I spoke in the last live, in the last video, that sometimes a person might have a body type which doesn't keep the weight, you know, the ectomorph type, which is slim, tall. Normally they're slim, tall, and they easily lose weight. They can eat a lot and they don't gain much weight, but such person might be unhealthy or even diabetic, and you know, so it's not always about the ratio of your weight and height. So the fasting depends on your goal. Again, if you're fasting because your goal is to starve yourself and not give nutrition, you know, you don't need to fast. You don't need to fast if your diet is proper and normal, you know. You can fast, why not, you know. You can fast if you are giving your body proper nutrition always, normally, you know. Because if you are going into fasting from the point that let's not give to my body, let's reduce the calories, then it's not good. I did fasting. I did those fastings, orange juice for 3 days. I am thinking now how I even went through that. Wow, my willpower was so strong. Like, and actually you don't need that. You don't need that. You just need to eat normally. That's all, you know. Just eat normally and you will not need to fast and you will feel good. And yes, you should add strength training. Strength training is good for your muscles, for your bones as well. Bones will be stronger when you put weight on the bones. Strength training is good, of course. 3 times per week, half an hour is okay. Hello to Germany. So giving our digestive system a break from what? And what about when you sleep? Do you give a break when you sleep? Do you give a break to your digestive system or no? If you are talking about from all the trashy food, a break, yeah? Well, you just have to eat fiber. You can Google it, you know, fiber. Where is fiber? What is fiber? Where is fiber? And eat foods with fiber. It will clean your digestive system. Okay, so we said about the food. We said about the so portions, unbalanced, and hormones. Yes, cortisol. So for a woman, when you have a lot of stress, often the weight accumulates in the hips. It's just like physiological thing that you might accumulate more in some places. Like me, for example, if I gain weight, you know, there are those parts which gain weight first, and normally those are not the ones which we want it gains. And then it's also the most difficult to lose weight in those places. So for me, for example, I gain more weight in my arms and my back. And other women, they gain more in the hips, yes, or legs, let's say. So it's also hormonal. That's why it's very important to reduce our stress, to balance our stress hormones. Plus, stress hormones, hormones in general, yes? Plus, when there is stress, you produce cortisol, which puts your body, again, it puts your body, it's so much about stress, huh? It puts your body in this survival mode, in the alert mode, and then your body blocks all the, as it thinks, unnecessary processes. So now we have to survive. There is no time to think about weight loss, to digestion slows down, everything just, how to say, if you are tense also, if you are tense, even if you eat healthy, those nutrients might be absorbed less effectively, because everything is tense. That's why it's very important. So two things which I will do also today after the live, the stretching. Honestly, I didn't. I with all the Christmas and everything, I did less of the stretching. So I have to come back to that absolutely. So it will help with the lymphatic system as well. The stretching and also meditation. Meditation I do every day. I was thinking before that meditation it's only for those yoga girls. No, it's for every person, and it doesn't mean you have to be spiritual or something. No, not at all. Meditation is just to slow down your body, slow down the thoughts, the thinking, to go away from all the social media, everything, and relax your body. Amazing. Do 5 minutes. Like I said to my client, 5 minutes, just, oops, just a second. There is just post. Sorry for that. So it was just post. Yeah. So just sit 5 minutes and do nothing. She said it was the longest 5 minutes in my life. We are not used to just slow down and relax. We need stimulation all the time. So voila, meditation, stretching, to relax body, to reduce stress. That will help your body to release the weight, to release unnecessary fat. The lymphatic system, if it circulates properly, so also toxins, the more toxins there are in the body, the more fat we need, because toxins are stored in the fat. Now maybe this is a bit simplified. We can go deeper into that, but just imagine that lymphatic system is our immunity. Through the lymphatic system, if everything works perfectly well, you remove the toxins as well. If the lymphatic system doesn't work properly, the toxins must be stored in your body, and they are stored in the fat. The more toxins there are, the more fat you need. That's why we're stretching, that's why we're relaxing the body, for the lymphatic system to work properly, to be removed, the toxins to be removed, and the fat released as well. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, rest day. So look, so if you're doing weight training 3 times per week, you mean the digestion, yes, not the training, you mean, yes, restoration. It's enough for the body. So you should eat 3-4 hours before sleep, not later, yes, 3-4 hours before you go to sleep. And then look, it's in any case, it's like almost like fasting. Let's say, so we should go to sleep. Also, sleep is very important for your hormones regulation. And if you go to sleep around, let's be realistic, 10:30, before 11, yes, let's say 11. I try to go to sleep at 9. It's amazing, honestly, it's amazing. And let's be realistic now, yes, before 11. So we have 4 hours before sleep, 10, 9, 8. So to finish eating around 7:30. And then you have your fasting until the morning, and in the morning before 10 o'clock you eat your breakfast. So you have a lot of hours, and also between the meals. Yeah, it's fine. Our digestive system is made to process food. it's okay, let it work, you know. Also, when we try to do all these smoothies or liquid food, it's not so good actually. It's not so good because our digestive system is made to process the food. And also, while it will be processing the food, you will be not hungry for a longer time. If you put in your body a food which is already liquid, you will get hungry faster. Logic, yeah? Makes sense. Okay. Yes, for the I hope I answered your question. For the fasting, yes. Liquid food. Somebody wrote liquid food is good for health. What do you mean? Maybe you want to explain a little bit more. What do you mean liquid food is good for health, you know? Because there can be many scenarios. If it's water, yeah, okay, water is not food, but it's very good for health. It's liquid. Okay, so yeah, so we said about the hormones, we said about the portions, about the food. Bonjour. So we come back to the women who want to slim down on the legs, yeah. Also, the next, it's not a mistake, but misconception that if I will train legs more, then I will slim down on the legs. If I will do more, let's say, weight training, it doesn't work like that. I will come back to my example when I was working a lot. Was chronic stress, you know, it was chronic stress. I liked my job, I liked to work with clients, it was in the beauty industry. But it was, you know, it was chronic stress. It's stressful. You have to do treatments fast. You do everything, you do appointments, you do this, that. And it's stressful naturally. And again, we go back that if you're stressed, your body is keeping the weight. It's more difficult to lose weight because of the cortisol. And if you will just train legs in order to lose weight on the legs, you will just become even more wide because the fat will stay there. And what we want to do, we want to remove that fat, right? So again, yes, we should focus a little bit on cardio. Yes, focus is on cardio. We still have weight trainings depending on your body type. If you don't know your body type, go back to my previous live. Listen which body types there are, which body type are you, and what you should focus on. The weight trainings stay in your schedule, but then, you know, depending on the body type, it's more or less of the weights. And then cardio, you add cardio. Then you also do everything in a system. You look at your food, you look at your stress. Don't forget the water, of course. Yes, don't forget the water. Yeah, so let's... you see, you have bread jam. So if you are now in the phase of weight loss, you should remove milk products, everything what is bread with gluten. It's just for this phase, you know. You could try that. Everything what is sugar, milk products, gluten products, and sugar, you should remove. And sugar, you know, honestly, I will be honest, I will say that I even developed like an allergy, like sensitivity to sugar. So if I eat sugar now, if I would eat, I would just, my eyes would just scratch. I would have runny nose immediately. So I cannot even eat sugar anymore. Well, I think it's, of course, I have small children, so it gives you stress as well. And maybe the body is very sensitive at this time of my life, and I cannot even eat sugar. I cannot eat sugar. I cannot eat gluten. I did tests if I am gluten intolerant. I am tolerant. Everything is okay. There is no problem. But every time I eat gluten, I also have scratchy eyes. It's like also like a allergic conjunctivite, when your eyes become red, but it's not because of infection, but more like an allergic reaction. So sensitivity to gluten. And the milk products, it's sugar as well. There is sugar as well. If we speak about calcium from milk, yes, there is calcium, but there are other sources of calcium, like vegetables, for example. So you don't need to drink milk to get calcium. There can be other sources. You can also Google that. Now that I said it, you can perfectly Google and check which vegetables are a good source of calcium, or in general, which foods are a good source of calcium. So just to answer again to the question of bread and jam is sugar, bread is gluten. If you want to lose belly, the bread and the sugar will directly contribute to the belly fat, yes. And also belly fat again can be associated with hormones and stress. But 2 weeks is not enough. 2 weeks, it's not a long time to judge anything, because those changes, they take longer time. You should look at 1 year to 2 years, depending on your situation, depending how much fat is there, depending on your lifestyle. It's quite complex. And yeah, sometimes I'm doing these videos, and the best would be to take a private session, a private consultation, to see deeper, even to see at the blood test results. Because in the blood test, sometimes you also see, when I was, again, we come back to that time when I was working a lot, it was chronic stress. I was training almost every day with weights. By the way, for a woman, if you train too heavy, it gives you stress as well. So I was training with weights. I was eating quite healthily, what I thought, and then my blood test results would show high cortisol. And I was asking my doctor, but why? I thought I'm eating properly, I'm training, I'm doing sports, I live healthy, but my cortisol is high. High cortisol, it means that there's also fat in your blood vessels, and there are next how to say, it can be just worse, if there is fat in your blood vessels. So high cortisol, the bad, there is the good and the bad. So the bad, if it's high, it's not good. So it's also because of the stress. It can also be because of the stress, And I lost a little bit the thought. Why am I saying that? Okay. Snacks, you see, you write that you cannot resist that. That's the problem. That's your body indicating that it needs quick carbs. It means that it doesn't get the right proper nutrition in general during the day. And even if you start to eat healthy, your body might still continue to ask for the snacks until it's replenished, and until it starts to trust you. It starts to trust you, and it will see that, oh, okay, you are giving the right nutrition, and now it's fine. Now I don't need those sugary snacks. Like, for example, now I don't need. Another tip is that what you eat, the body produces those bacteria inside the gut. Yes, the gut produces the according bacteria. And the more you eat of certain foods, the more that kind of bacteria is produced. And then what the bacteria does, it sends signal to your brain to search, to seek for those specific foods. So the more sugar you eat, the more you will crave it, the more you will want it. So here, again, you need some conscious transformation. You need some conscious choices, and just not to eat the sugar when you have that craving, and to replace it with more healthy options. And little by little, you will want the sugary stuff less. It's crazy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Just step by step. Fruits is fine. Fruits is fine. You can eat fruits as many as you want, but it doesn't have to be now the replacement, oh, now I will eat a huge amount of fruits instead of sugary. Again, if your main food is nutritious enough, you will not even want those fruits so much. Okay. So, what is chapati? I don't know, actually. What is chapati? It's probably some kind of bread, or... Okay, about fixed time of meals. Well, yes and no. Yes, like I thought, yes, Indian bread. Well, again, depending on your... if in your diet everything is balanced, you can eat the bread, but you will not want... It will not be like, "Oh, I just want to eat that bread so much, You will eat sometimes bread, it's fine. It's fine. Your main meals are balanced, nutritious, and it's okay. Yeah, wheat, again, gluten, like I said, if you are in the phase of losing weight, gluten, milk products, sugar, obviously should be eliminated for some time. Later you can reintroduce that, but normally you will not even want it so much. You will feel so much better without it. But if you will want, you can eat. About fixing meals, well, yeah, it's good to kind of have a fixed time. Maybe from 9 to 3:30, the gap is too long. Maybe you should eat lunch earlier to have constant energy supply. And when you fix the time of the meals, your body already know. For the body, it's good to have routine. It will know that, okay, at this time I will get food, and everything is very predictable, everything is very nice, and you have less cravings. That's a simplified version. But yeah, it shouldn't be very strict, but you can fix the times. Okay, so but if we remove gluten from that, then how will we have... There is no gluten in vegetables. Okay, understood. Yes, like I said, I mean, you can have bread, no problem. No problem, depending on your goal, but you can eat vegetables without bread, right? You see, it's interesting. It's also traditions, it's also culture. What is your goal? What do you want me to say, What do you want me to say? Depends on your... if you want to reduce weight and you feel like the bread might impact it, then you have to remove it, Or like, I want to lose weight, but I don't have time to do exercise. Okay, then you cannot lose weight, You want to lose weight but gain muscle? Okay, go to the gym and train muscle. Okay, voila. So that's all for today. I I mentioned the 3 points, the most important. No, it's not the most important. Like I said, it's all in the big system, but one of the most common reasons, So please leave in the comments any topics you want to discuss next Saturday, every Saturday at 11 European time, yes, like Paris time. Every Saturday we will be discussing weight loss topics. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you as well so much for the questions. Very interesting questions. Please leave in the comments after I will save this live. In the comments, new topics. Amazing. Thank you so much. I am very happy to share my knowledge. I went through this as well, and yeah, I know how difficult it can be. There is so much information there, and we are lost in that information. We think that a diet will, give us result, and it actually gives the result, which is unfortunately short term, right? And we want to have long-term results. Okay, so just put some comments what you want to talk about in the next live. I will post the topic on Monday. Yes, on Monday I will post the topic in the posts here on YouTube, and we will discuss. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day, and I hope that you will put some advice into practice, and it will help you very nicely. Okay, ciao, ciao.